Hello, everyone, and welcome to my once weekly show. My name is Michelle Marie, and I am both a Vedic and Western astrologer, as well as a tarot and oracle card reader. And I am so excited to have the amazing Deanne,
Aw.
Deannsshieldmaidentarot, on my channel. Just to let everybody know, all of her links are in the description, so please subscribe to her immediately if you're not already. And I will
Thank
let her
you.
introduce herself. Hello, Deanne. Welcome.
Thank you for letting me come on here. I always love seeing you and reading with you and listening to you with your astrology. You're so smart.
Oh,
Um, yeah, if anybody doesn't know me, my name's Deanne, and I have a show called Deanne Shield Maiden Tarot. I called it that because of my dad's Scandinavian ancestry. And I would admire the shield maidens and their strength and all that. Something I aspire to have. And I do political readings, personal readings, and paranormal. I got a paranormal show on Friday now that I love, and it's paranormal talk. And we just whatever you guys can think up, we look it up and we'll talk about it. And so that's kind of a fun change. And then I just started a new little business called Manifest Eclectic Boutique, selling little manifesting oils with crystals and other things. We're going to have other things in our store too, little by little. Every month it's going to grow. And so I'm doing that too.
wow, that's great, Deanne. And you look fabulous. You look like you're just off
Thank
the beach. You're
you.
glowing. So, and I love your setup. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, my husband did that, and then I found these little a manifest and a shield maiden tarot sign I had made, and I don't know if anybody can see them though.
Wow. Oh, and I could see them. They look fabulous. You look very professional. I love the new setup. And yeah, that was so sweet of your husband to do that for you.
It was. He is. He's a sweetheart. And then I got
Oh,
a sparkly stuff for my microphone. I'm getting fancy here.
you are. Yeah, you're a full setup. So she's in business, guys. So if you want to support Deanne and her channel, please subscribe, follow her links. If you want to buy some fabulous oils, she's got those. What kind of oils are you selling?
Oh my gosh, I sell all different kinds. I got them for grounding. I sell them for psychic enhancement that I will use before I use my tarot, or I use it on my pendulum, or I use on my third eye. I do oils for love. I've got an aphrodisiac oil, which seems nobody wants to be romantic because that's the only one that I haven't been really selling out of. But I brought that in for Valentine's Day, and it's like an aphrodisiac oil, and it works. It's if
Oh,
you want to be romantic, wear that oil, or if you just want to feel more sexy, it's more of an unisex one. And I have them, like I said, to see grounding. And oh, I also do custom oils. Those are
oh.
seasonal oils. We carry different ones each month. And then if you want a custom oil, like you want me to make one because you have a court case or you're having trouble with your
Ooh.
boss, you can
Mm.
tell me that and I will have my guides mix an oil up for that thing. I use the guides to help me choose the oils and the crystals. And if you don't know, or you're buying for somebody who don't know, or you don't know what they need or want, you can just say, have Deanne's guides pick for my friend so and so.
Okay.
And every time they will pick the right oils and the right crystals for their situation, even if I don't know what their situation is.
Hmm.
I've had all good reports. Everybody loves them. My friends and family, they are surprised and shocked how I can pick out things for their situation when I don't even know it.
Hmm.
And I'm also going to start incorporating eventually numerology into it because I find the guides direct me to put certain repeating numbers that are
Okay.
angelic numbers and things like that into the oils when they're guiding me. And I thought, you know what?
Mm.
I'll bet I could find out what the numerology of what they're choosing and see how it relates to this person. So that's something I'm
Hmm.
looking to do too in the future, near future.
Well, that's wonderful. So yes, definitely check that out. And I'm honored that you're here with me today. And yeah, so do you want to go ahead and say hi to some of our wonderful audience members?
Yes. Hi, Ron
Yay.
DeForest and Kathy and Hershey.
So you got Arcana Rao. Good to see you there. And yes, Hershey is here. Good to see you, Hershey. And there's Karen. Hey, Karen. Good to see
Hi,
you.
Karen.
And Hershey's sending everyone blessings. Thank you so much, Hershey.
Thank
That's so
you.
nice. And Jackie is here. My favorite, Jackie's. She's so wonderful. And Sharon, hi. So good to see you again. And yeah, Sharon popped onto Marina's channel the other day when we were doing readings. That was a lot of fun. Jen is saying hi to everyone. Good to see you, Jen. And yes, Sharon is one of our biggest promoters. And look at this. Please visit our new Manifest Eclectic Boutique for manifesting oils. There you go. So there's the link, guys. Okay. No, wait, that's
Thank you,
about
Sharon.
that, but
Yeah, and Hershey, I just sent her one too. I had the guides choose for her what oils and crystals she needed, so she'll be getting hers soon.
okay. And so, yes, Sharon's just putting all that stuff out there. Thank you so much.
Sharon's such a sweetheart. I don't know
She
how she does it. She is so multi-talented and
she is. She juggles a
helping
lot.
everybody.
And then, then you have a little announcement here. I have to learn how to give away free memberships for a month. If anyone knows how, just go ahead and email. Okay, so that's just for everybody. And Sharon is sharing Hershey's stuff. Thank you so much, Sharon. And Delphi's having a party, a
Oh,
laugh
Delphi.
party. Hi, Delphi. Spirits Beyond the Stars. Hi, good to
Hi,
see you.
spirits beyond the stars. I will be remaking the psychic oil soon. I'm just waiting for more oils to come in.
Okay, good to see you, Ron.
Hey,
And
Ron.
he's been waiting all day for this. Oh,
Oh,
okay. Well, we really appreciate you being with us.
that's so
And
sweet.
yeah, that is very sweet. Let's see. Oh, and Delphi, thank you. She goes, we give and we get. I always believe the universe gives back to us and what we give the universe, but the oils will move the wheels. Okay. Takes care
Yep.
of those squeaky wheels. I like that. And Ron's waving. Hi, Ron. Waving
You
back.
look beautiful, by the way, today, Michelle, with that
Oh,
necklace and
thank you. I got
purple
dressed
and
up for you.
blue.
Thank you.
Hey, Gerald Stash.
Yes, Cowbell's here. He's my favorite cowbell. We can't have too much of him.
Look at his emoji has a mustache. He found an emoji with a
It
mustache.
looks just like him, doesn't it? Yeah, I
Yes,
know.
it
That is
does.
so perfect. Everyone's saying howdy with their fans to Gerald. So that
I
deserves
need a fan. Do you got a fan?
I got a fan. Yeah.
I
I can't do
bought
the
a
flip as
fan.
well as Gerald can, but
I bought a fan. I lost a fan. I didn't
oh.
even get to use it. I bought it. My grandson picked it out with me, and I'm like, I bought that just for Gerald when I seen him.
Okay. So people are just they're promoting your products. Dennis is here. Good to see you, Dennis.
Hey,
And
Dennis.
then yep, Ron looks like he subscribed to Tarot Stash. Gerald, that's awesome, and they're being funny. And everyone's saying hi, making sure I don't miss anybody here. Moira, hey Moira, good to see you. Oh, and Kaylee's here. Good to see you, Kaylee. Welcome,
Pogo, pogo.
welcome.
I love
Yeah,
it.
that's Miss Kaylee. She's the one who made the spam.
Oh, she made
Everyone.
it.
She made
She
it. She
made that?
she hand did this like, yeah, she's super creative and super
Very
artistic. And she
pretty.
made this, yeah, by hand.
All
So
those colors too. I love all the
that
colors.
is amazing. She's got Saraswati Yoga, which gives her just an incredible amount of creative energy. It's just amazing to see it, and to just be a recipient of it is such an honor, you know. So
Yes.
Lucy, good to see you, Lucy. Everyone's saying hi. Kathy, good to see you. Oh, Beth is here. Hi,
I
Beth.
should buy
Welcome,
a
welcome.
fan from her.
And Arcana, I got your question. Shem, I got your question. And Beth is wondering if you have an Etsy shop yet.
No, not yet. Not yet. But
Okay.
eventually we'll probably maybe do that. We're going to look into it. Right now we're just on YouTube, and we have a website, it's my manifestshop.com. So if you're looking for it, just mymanifestshop.com.
And the link is up in the description up here. So definitely check that out.
Instagram. She's doing Instagram, and later maybe we'll figure out how to do TikTok and all those things. Have my daughter teach me about TikTok.
Yeah. So if you guys have any questions or you get a little confused as to where to find her products, just email her. Just email Deanne. She's yeah, and she can direct you to what you need.
Go to my page. It's right in the front on the description.
Marjorie is here. Welcome, Marjorie. Good to see you. Nancy is here. Hi, Nancy.
Hi, Nancy.
And and Moira says, I love working with oils, but always get them on my tarot cards. LOL. Okay.
They're meant to be used, your tarot cards. So.
Oh, Anne is here. Good to see you, Anne.
And look at
Sharon's
that portrait.
Kristen's here. Good to see you, Kristen. Oh, and yay, Susan. Hi, Susan. Welcome, honey. Good to see you. You weren't here last week. I missed you. Let's see. Oh, Neva is here. Good to see you, Neva Swift.
Where's
And
your other
Brenda.
friend we read with sometimes?
Oh, I'm wondering where. Oh, you mean Rachel? There's Kiss
Yeah, with the
Alex
triangle
99.
behind her.
Yeah. Oh, and then we've got Maruta. Good to see you, Maruta. She's saying hi to everyone in the chatters.
Hi.
And then Kaylee's like, thanks, Gerald. I thought the ladies needed fans to compete with yours. That's awesome. Yes, thank you so much.
I need a fan to compete with his. Like I said, I bought me one, but not as cool as that.
Oh, and of course, Kaylee is being true Saraswati and already offering to do that for people because she's so giving. Oh my goodness. All right. Oh, and there's Rachel. Okay, so thank you all so much for coming and being on the show with us today. Deanne is the main guest, so warm welcome. Please make sure to subscribe to her channel and show her a lot of support. Just to let everybody know, we have Rachel Rose first, and then we have Susan. And then we have Dennis Thomas, Arkana Rao, Shem, Beth, and Rhonda Forrest. That's who we have in questions so far.
Okay.
Just to let everyone know, Deanne needs to spend some time with the hubs tonight. So she's only going to be here for an hour. If you guys have questions toward the end, I will pick up those questions for you and spend some time with you. Okay. Would you guys, I'm going to go ahead and go into some of the Vedic transits really quick, and then we're going to go into your questions. Okay, guys? So, MK is here. Good to see you, MK. Awesome, awesome. And I love what's going on between Gerald and Kaylee. That's awesome. Okay, I'm looking forward to seeing how that pans out. All right. Oh, and hey, Karen. Good to see you, Karen. All right. So let me go to avert. Oh, I didn't have to do the avert your eyes that Gerald does. Cool. All right. He does avert your eyes and then he switches everybody around. It's the cutest thing ever. He's hilarious. Okay, so let me pull up the transits. We've got a lot of them, guys. And I'll try to make them a little quick because we're on a little bit of a time crunch today. So I've got tomorrow, Venus and Mars are going to be at war. Okay, that's a planetary war. And what that happens is they're both in 12 degrees and 46 of sidereal Capricorn. And this falls in Shravana Nakshatra. And this is going to go on from February 20th to February 24th. So individually, this can intensify our passions, our desires, our creative energy, but there is a potential for conflicts due to those really strong desires and any impulsivity going on. So Vedic remedies such as chanting Venus and Mars's mantras, wearing their associated gemstones. For Venus, it is white zircon and diamond. For Mars, red coral. And practicing mindfulness can kind of help with these energies. So if you're living with your spouse, just give them a little bit of a break, give them some breathing room, give them some love, okay? Because that's going to be some tough energy tomorrow. Collectively, it can lead to a surge in our desires, our emotions. And so they're just going to have to practice some moderation and some diplomacy for balanced outcomes when dealing within our relationships, okay? And then we have a full moon, and that's going to be in Magha Nakshatra. That's the nakshatra of the king, okay? And that's at 11 degrees and 11 of sidereal Leo. And so individually, this can amplify our self-expression, our creativity, our confidence. We can experience moments of recognition and achievements with this moon. However, it does bring some excessive ego or pride. That can be a downside. So Vedic remedies include meditation, charity, and honoring the Pitris who rule Magha. The Pitris are the ancestors, and they can connect us to our past lives. A lot of people with Magha moons can tap into the Akashic records as well. So whenever I see something like this in someone's chart, I look for this because that's part of their Shakti. They have the power to leave the body. So collectively, this energy can enhance our cultural and our artistic endeavors. It can bring out some potential conflicts due to heightened emotions and ego clashes. So again, focusing on that collective harmony and just really looking at how your impact on others in your environment and it affects them, and just being very mindful of that will help. Then we have a bunch of other stuff going on, but I will try to get more into that next week. And because I want to get into your readings, because I'm noticing that more questions are coming in. So just be really aware of that war tomorrow and under the full moon, because there's going to be some egoism that comes with that energy. Okay, that planetary energy. And so just be aware. Be aware, beware. It's one of my favorite quotes from Monte. So, all right. So let's get to your questions. All right. Our first one is Rachel Rose. Let me get to yours.
I was on with Hogarth the other night, and he's a Vedic astrologer. You two would probably hit it off real good,
Oh
both
yeah,
of
I'd love to
you.
know who he got his certifications and his training from, because I probably know them.
He's writing a book. He's on his 5th book he's written.
Okay, very
Yeah,
cool.
I'll send you his link so you can see who he is. But
Oh
yeah,
yeah, definitely. Well, if he's got, yeah, what's his name again?
Hogarth. He's from England.
Okay.
He reads
Okay.
with Lena Rodriguez and Lady G, and
I'll look him up. Yeah, I'm surprised I haven't heard his name before, because it's not that big of a community. So that's exciting. I love that he does Vedic. That's fantastic. There's not too many of us.
no. So
So
clarity on Saturday's showing.
yeah, showing on a smooth meadow. Okay, so this looks like this is an apartment that you're looking at, Rachel. Can you offer us some clarity to your question so that we know?
Like, if you're selling, are you buying? Is it?
She looks like she's switching apartments. If this has
Switching
to do with an
apartment?
apartment, let us know if that's okay. Now it adds up to a 16, which is a 7. That's key to numerologically. So just be aware of that. Oh
Yeah.
wow. Okay. Just get some cards for that. It's a rental. She's just renting, and she's looking to looks like move her apartment.
She's looking to rent out her apartment, so she's showing it.
She is looking to go to a showing, is what it looks like. Top floor. Top floor. Okay. Okay. Well, we'll tell you if it's a bad thing once we get our cards. Okay, Rachel? Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, okay. I'm getting a no. I'm just letting you know, honey, but I'm going to give you some advice for this no. All right. A lot of that has to do with the fact that you're being a little impulsive here. Okay. We talked a little bit about that in your last reading. Okay. Oh, I don't know why that's up. Sweetie, did you put up a question? He clicked the wrong. That's okay. So the lady seems super nice, she says. And yes, questions are still open, Steve. Okay, just bear with us, guys.
Okay, so I'm just making sure she's going to a showing.
Yes.
For an apartment that she's thinking of buying.
Yes,
and
that
wants
is correct.
to know if she's going to like it or how it's going to go.
Yes.
Okay.
So Miss Rachel, she goes, I'm trying to take my time, but it looks promising. Okay, well, I got the opportunity reversed card. Okay, so how do I say this? This is kind of a no. Okay, this is a no, because opportunity upside down is a no. Okay, you need to do some more research. Okay, you need to broaden your knowledge regarding what you're looking for, and don't waste time just going by yourself and doing this. Okay, because when I get the opportunity reverse card, that just tells me that there's the opportunity, or an opportunity was missed. Okay, it's not there. I got Sagittarius from Karma Cards. Zero in on what you really, really want and do it from a calm place. Gemini is the opposite of Sagittarius. Gemini vacillates. They go back and forth. They're more impulsive with their decisions. I have Mars in sidereal Gemini, and so I have to watch this part of myself. Okay, and it's in my 2nd house of speech. So it's important to really just take a step back, take a breath, and make a very focused plan or goal. Okay. Get out of your head a little bit, because I feel like you're going back and forth with this a little bit. Seek counsel. That's the first thing I got from the Creativity Oracle. You see the 2 beautiful Egyptian goddesses here giving each other advice. Seek out the counsel of those whose lives and creative work you most admire. I remember telling you last week, find a Capricorn, find an earth sign, find someone who's really grounded in your environment that can take you into this environment, or a friend like that can help you pinpoint and counsel you on what you may be missing, because this is clearly a block. Okay, because you've gone, I lost count of how many times you've moved, honey. So there is going to be a delay. I got the delay card. Okay, so just be aware of that. Confront the natural tendency to delay the finishing of this endeavor. Okay, so like I said last week, sit down with your friends, open up some rental apps, a nice cafe where you got some food, you got your coffee or your tea, and you're in a relaxed atmosphere and you can talk things over. You can look at some apartments and you get feedback from others. That's why I got the counsel card. It's important for you to receive counsel regarding this because you're coming from a place of being overwhelmed. Okay. The hard work you love can make us feel burdened, drained, and burnt out, among other problems. So, because you're coming from this place of burnout, you're not going to make a good decision. I shared this on Marina's show yesterday. One of my favorite analogies when it comes to making big decisions, especially a move like this, is you need to come from a calm, centered space. Imagine yourself in a merry-go-round. And I remember when we were little kids, and if you ever played on a merry-go-round in the playground, if you go to the outside and it's spinning fast, you're like, yeah, and you're literally, but if you're on the inside of the merry-go-round, which we find out, and you're just going, whoop, whoop, whoop. It's very calm on the center. It's very calm. It's very centered. That's because you're coming from your center. You need to come from your center to make this decision, not from the outside of the merry-go-round. That's a fun place to be. No lie, was one of my favorite places to be as a kid. But now that we're older and we're trying to make good decisions, stay in the center, stay center. Know your limits. The reason I say that is because I got the limits card. No, all limiting attitudes are often formed as a protective reaction to past events. So you're carrying the trauma from all of your other apartments with you, and it can manifest in the new one. That's why it's important for you to bring a friend with you to hold your hand and literally say, this isn't the one, or I noticed this, or I noticed that, or the guy showing it to us is really creepy. Okay. You just never know what you're going to come into when you're past your limits and you're overwhelmed. Get a friend to help you. Okay. I know you have limits when there's a leak over your head. That's why it's important for you to have, and you chose that place without, having a lot of feedback from, friends and things like that. That's why they're having you seek advice. Okay. I'm going to pull one more self-care card for you because I did get a no. All right. A no, but keep looking. It says, keep going no matter what. See the hand coming out of the water? I keep going no matter what. Perseverance is the secret of all successful people. Without it, ambition, talent, and even genius and luck are not enough to get you where you want to go. Any healing modality requires patience and perseverance. You're going through some type of karmic healing. And part of that is what your guides are telling you to do is ask others for help and don't take it all on yourself. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, honey. If that gets any worse, then I do suggest making an appointment with your therapist and getting some help there, because that can also get in the way of you choosing a place. Maybe that's why I thought that maybe going to a nice cafe with your friends and getting a nice snack and turning it into a really fun day event where you're apartment searching online and then maybe driving out to a few places would be fun for you. Lift your spirits a little bit. Okay. So, and I know that you're depressed about this. So that's why I think it's important for you to, if you're feeling overwhelmed, to ask your friends and people that you trust for help. Okay. So I hope that was helpful. I'm excited to see what Deanne has for you, and my heart goes out to you, honey, but don't be impulsive with this. Come from a centered place. Okay.
Okay. Hey, Rachel. Now, I see right now, I understand why you're feeling the way you're feeling, because I get the 3 of Cups. You're excited about this. You really are wanting to get this new place. And so you're excited. And with the Chariot, you're ready to go forward. You got it in your mind right now. But she also has like the dark and the lighter, they go in 2 different directions. What you want and what the price may be, what they may be giving you, things that could be wrong with it. You don't know just yet. But I got, with you wanting to celebrate and move forward, I wanted to clarify the Chariot, and I got the 10 of Cups in reverse. So there's something that is you may not quite be happy about with this apartment. Maybe the what they're wanting for it, what you're wanting to pay are different, or it's not what you thought it. I don't know. You got to find out. They're telling you to really look into it with the Hermit here, to look into all the information you can find out about it. If you need it inspected, have it inspected so you have more wisdom on this, because you want to be able to find out if there's anything wrong with it that you can withdraw. You don't want to put the money down and then find out, like, we got this house, we didn't have it inspected, we wanted it so bad, and then you found out, oh, this and this and this and this and this is wrong, and it floods and this, and we might have known that had we had it inspected, but so they're telling you to really look into things really good, because I feel like there are some things that they have to complete on the house, or there may be something that's not completed that needs done. But I do get that you are going to, with the world, it is a new chapter in your life. You are going to find something, a fresh start, something you're really going to like. I think it's your destiny, but you don't want to move in and then feel bad about things being wrong that you don't know. And then you might feel like you're trapped in that apartment because you might have went too fast. So they're saying kind of wait and check into things and make sure, it's always up to you. So you could say, you know what, I want it and that's it, and I'm gonna get it, and that's totally up to you. But they're saying to really check into things first if you do, because you want to make sure that you're not going to get something that you wished you hadn't have, and now you signed a lease and this and this and this. So have it, like she said, have a friend come with you, even look at it with you, and they will notice things that you won't, because you're just so excited to have it. And go with what your gut feels, if your gut feels different. But we're both getting that you really need to check it over well, really look into things before you jump in. And I'm a jumper inner. I know, from experience, I've leaped before I looked.
I have that too. So Rachel, you are not alone.
Yeah.
I know. So we hope that was helpful, Rachel. We're sending you lots of love. And we hope that you're able to find a place from a nice, calm, centered place. Okay. All right. So let us move on to Miss Susan. Hey, Susan, welcome back. I did miss you. I was just like, even Jonathan was like, where did Susan go last week? I'm like, I don't know. It's weird not having her. So I'm glad that you're here. So I cleaned out the kitchen at Mountain Grove. That's her bed and breakfast. Okay, Deanne? It's beautiful. My team is putting the finishing touches on the house and the grounds. We got another 100% score from the health department today. Congratulations, Susan. And it looks like I will be ready to list the house next week or in the next week or so. Wonderful. I am hoping the local realtor I've worked with is the right one to represent the business, and that it's a good time to proceed. Any guidance? Thank you. So we're being asked about the realtor. Okay.
Okay, is the realtor the right one?
Okay, avert your eyes, avert your eyes. There I am. Okay, Miss Susan, the first thing I got was Mercury and Capricorn. You're going to have to think, you're going to have to put logic before everything in all of this. Okay, so Mercury and Capricorn is, this is my husband. He has Western Capricorn, 3 signs. And this is what I call Artha Yoga. This is the type of really practical, down to earth, this is how things work perspective. It's literally taking on the perspective of like a construction worker or a professional craftsman. Okay. And when you are dealing with this person, deal with them from that very practical, grounded, money-minded, square, almost emperor-like perspective. Okay. Because that's what is going to be needed to successfully communicate with this particular realtor. These flew out and they're separate from what you asked about. Okay. I got Scorpio in the 10th house. You're going to be going through some transformation regarding your career and the way that you shine in the world. And they're bringing you back to that. In addition to the sale of the property, they really want you focusing on the types of transformational things that they're sending your way to help you with the next step in your career, because they're setting something up for you. Okay. This can also mean they're also saying this is a little bit of transformation that the realtor is going through as well. So just be aware of that. Okay. That's why your energies are combining a little bit like that. So this is what they say regarding handling the sale of the business and dealing with the realtor. Recycle. This is from the Creativity Oracle. And I love the little bird with the salmon down here. And so it literally says, learn from the past and apply it to creating your vision of the future. Okay, so there is a past sale, event, something that they're showing you that you can learn from to make this more seamless. Okay, now this came up in Marina's show yesterday, and there's been this hawk in the backyard. I saw him yesterday and I saw him today, and he's been hanging out. And I was wondering who this was for today. And this is a hawk. Conceal plans and actions from those who are not ready to accept you as you are. You're going to need to keep something secret. Okay, I'm not going to say it out loud because we're on live television, but just be aware that don't share that with another person. Okay, so then I got the Four of Shells. Okay, so let me see if you're saying anything. Oh, you had a hawk in the yard today. Very cool. So look up hawk totem animals on Google. Okay, because I saw that and I was like, who is the hawk going to be for today? And it showed up in one of my cards, and I'm like, it's for Susan. Fabulous. So definitely look. And Sharon, Jonathan will make you a moderator. Thank you so much. So basically, I got the Four of Shells. This is regarding the interactions with the real estate agent. Okay, this is a reevaluation card. It's time to reevaluate your relationship with the realtor. I think that's why I got the Capricorn and Mercury. Come at them with extremely practical questions. If you're not sure exactly what to ask, they are saying you're very business-minded and you know the business better than anybody. But maybe doing some research online and looking into what your realtor should know and shouldn't know, and just, how do I say this? There may be they're stuck in some old and unproductive patterns regarding real estate, and they may not be the right fit. Okay, you might have to set a new goal with this person because they're showing me that there's some stress producing communications between you and this person, because they're coming from a very old way of doing things, and it's not going to work for you moving forward and getting the best deal for the business, because they're coming from an old model. So that's probably why I got the Mercury and Capricorn. I'm not saying no to the realtor, but you have to reevaluate your relationship with them and how that's going to help push you forward. Okay. The reason I say that is because I got the Four of Gems and it came up reversed. I think this is more some advice for you. Okay. Loss is possible now, even if you hold on to what you have. Okay, there is someone who's being overly possessive or trying to recapture something that's clearly gone. This could be you maybe holding on to the company, but this could also be something that is, okay. They're saying that when letting go, there needs to be a better course of action ahead, and you're not quite seeing that, and that's what's causing some of the anxiety. Okay, so they're saying take a step back, know that physical possessions cannot satisfy longing or true love. That you're married to you're to Daniel and you guys have a good thing going, but they're saying save for a rainy day, but don't hoard. Don't try to get too much out of it, because don't put your happiness on the sale of this. Don't put your happiness on the outcome of this, is what they're saying, because you're putting a lot on this, is what they're showing me. It's going to be a blessing. It's going to be okay, but just kind of keep yourself in check regarding what your expectations are, okay, possession-wise at the end of this. And also keep the realtor in check and make sure that you're on the right page with them, okay, because that's the main block that I see. So I did go to my self-care. I got Goddess of Courage from the Art of Affirmations. I enjoy being independent and taking care of myself. So this tells me that you might have to speak up to make your opinion known. Use this gift when you are lonely or overly dependent or let down by people or circumstances. The best partnerships are a union of self-reliant people who know themselves well and seek to understand and support each other in all ways. If you can't have that, especially with this realtor, Susan, you will be better off being on your own and selling it yourself, or finding another, like I said, finding another agent that works better with you, someone that takes on the qualities of the hawk, they just said. Okay. So it will prepare you for this new partnership once you do that. So I got a maybe, if you're willing to really be extremely practical and set boundaries with them and tell them what you want and take control of the situation. But if there's too much miscommunication with this realtor and they're not seeing your vision, you need to find someone who does, because you know more about that property than anybody else does. I mean, and the realtor just doesn't have their heart into it the way that you do. Okay. So I hope that was helpful. And okay, you may need to go back to another realtor. Okay, that's kind of why I thought you were asking and why my cards were just so, they're like, maybe if, but you're probably better off just sitting down with someone and seeing how that works. I am excited to see what Deanne has for you. So I'm sending you lots of love, and thanks for coming this week. It's good to see you, honey.
Okay. Hi, Susan. Well, I got that you're going to sell this place and entertainment purposes only because time is difficult, but I get in May. In May or June, you're gonna sell this place. That's when people are more looking anyway, because I get you leaving it, abandoning it, walking away from it. I get that you have everything you need in order to sell it. It's a nice place. I feel like it's up to you with the realtor. I'm getting that he's okay, but you're the one that has to like him, you know him better than I do. But I do get that right now this is you looking ahead, towards where you're going to be, what you're going to do. And I get you celebrating and being very happy. And then whatever, if there's a new place that you're buying, you're going to be happy there. I got that you're going to be celebrating something very special soon. You'll be so full of joy and happiness, it'll almost seem out of this world how suddenly it all happens for you. Be ready for it, expect it, it's happening. And you got 1212. You are focused. It's saying you're focused. It says stay focused on your best possible future. So manifest what we were talking about, manifesting, manifest what you want. Stay focused on it, believe in it, picture it, as it's so. Be thankful for it, ask for it. But it says stay focused on your best possible future and remain optimistic throughout the entire journey. Your angels are right behind you as you turn your dreams into reality. But stay in balance. Don't work yourself to death. It's your destiny. You're going to do this, but it is going to be bittersweet because you may sit there and think, yeah, I sold it. But then when you leave a home that you love, that you worked on, that you spent time in, it's a little bittersweet too. So kind of be prepared for that. But yes, I get that you will, and good things are coming, but just, you got to believe. So that's what I got.
Oh, wonderful. We hope that was helpful, Susan. And she says, let's see. We find your question. She goes, oh, thanks, MM and Deanne. You're so welcome. Thank you for being with us today. And it's good to see you again. And she goes, oh, I love it so much. I've had it since 1999. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's going to be
Yeah,
tough. It's
that
going to
is
be
going to
tough
be
when I
tough.
sell my house. It's going to be tough, even if I love the new house. It's your
It
memories.
is. Well, and that's why I think she says thank you. I think that's why I got the switching, because you know that place better than anybody. You've had it forever. I mean, I got my first full-time job in 1999, and I can't even count back that far. So that's amazing, honey. So I hope that that works well. So, and oh, we have good to see you, Autobots. Welcome. We're doing well. We're simulcasting, so we're on multiple channels. He's coming over from Twitch. So thank you so much for joining us, Autobots. All right. And oh, Leah says she loves your new background. I love it
Thank you.
too.
I'll tell my husband. It was his niceness. He got it for me.
Aw. And then, oh,
I
Marjorie
told
adds
him,
a quick
no, you don't
question.
have to do that. You don't have to do that. And then he goes, no, but I want to. And I'm like, okay, I didn't fight too hard.
Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, so Marjorie she has a question for you. Do you think the psychic enhancement oil will be back in stock?
Yes, yes. We had ordered some new supplies, and we're just a new company. So we're realizing now that we've ordered it, oh, they take a heck of a long time to get our stuff to us. So we should have it in soon, and then I'll be remaking more. But we have learned from this that next time we are going to order far before we need it, so we have it ahead of time. But since we were just starting out, we didn't know how much of each we would need, how much of you would like this and that. So we'll be getting some more in soon, and I'll announce it when I do.
Okay, sounds great. Thank you so much. And thank you, Autobots. We appreciate that. We're doing readings, so you're welcome to ask a question. And you're so welcome, Susan. We're glad that that went well for you. That's fantastic. All right. And Mary Lloyd is here. Good to see you. All right. And Sev12, I got your question in the queue. And blessings, Fatima. Thank you so much for joining us.
She's such a sweetheart.
She really is, and we really appreciate the comments you leave on our videos afterwards and everything
We
for the
do.
algorithm. That is the sweetest thing ever. So, lucky for us, Deanne, because Deanne can only stay for an hour today. We're already in lightning round. So,
Oh,
how that
good.
works is I just do one question at a time. We just pull a couple of cards and we find out what's going on. I'm going to do the first one because it's astrological, if that's okay. It's
Well,
Dennis
yeah,
Thomas.
definitely do that one.
Okay, and
I
then are
know
you good
nothing
with
about that.
if you go to the start area, there's 18 of them. Are you okay taking Arcana Rao? That's the second one there.
Whoever you want me to.
Okay. So, Dennis and Arcana, are you here? Please let us know if you're here. Autobots is making jokes. Okay, so okay, we're waiting on.
What's the downside of eating a clock? I think there's an up. What's the upside,
It's
Autobot?
time consuming.
Oh gosh.
Wah, wah, dad's joke, dad joke. Okay, so Arcana Rao is here. Thank you, Arcana Rao. I think Dennis's question is so great. I'm just gonna Dennis isn't here, but I'm gonna answer it because we've been talking about this in all of our groups. And he's asking, how will the April 8th eclipse affect Biden and our government? Okay, so one, it's gonna be a dramatic one. Okay, democracy is on the line. Okay, the weirdest thing happened the other day. I asked if Nikki Haley was going to be president and I got the emperor. That's just, that's a little weird, but something could happen to Trump. I'm kind of like, oh my gosh, what's going to go on? But then that was just, so anyway, what I got was I got Saturn, I got Pluto, I got fourth house. Now, we've been talking a lot about how this is also going to affect the real estate market in the United States. By June of this year, we're going to see a little bit of action in that area that's going to point toward a collapse. And we're saying for entertainment purposes only, this is happening in my forums, both Western and Vedic, that by March of 2025, when we go through this next year, because whenever planets cross over the eclipse points, they activate the negative energy. So that'll give us a year to basically fire up that negative energy from the eclipse. And by March of 2025, they're calling for another collapse of the economy. So that is something that is on the horizon. If you are wondering how to gauge that, look at the Chinese government and how it's going over there. You can go on YouTube channels. There are a lot of economic channels there that are underground that tell us what's going on in IRL in China, because they do, their economy is basically completely entrenched in ours and they own 40% of our real estate at this point. So it's important to follow what they're doing. So, all right, I got that judgment is going to be the result of this, but we're going to have an Ace of Shells reversed kind of moments. There's going to be a lot of fear. There's going to be some unfulfilled energies happening. There's going to be some hurt, some thoughtlessness in the collective. There's going to be an unpleasant surprise due to some childish behaviors. This is the same as the Ace of Cups reverse. So we can expect a lot of very strong emotional reaction from people in the North America in general over the next year after the eclipse. So the best thing to do is to nurture those old wounds, really check in with yourself. Any unconscious shame or needs to be examined and healed. It's going to bring up a lot of stuff for all of us in the collective because it's going to be an emotional kind of upheaval. Okay. What's going on already is emotional. That's because we're going through a judgment phase. And if you look at the way that America was formed karmically, we took out an entire race of Native Americans. It's one of the largest holocausts on record. It's worse than slavery if you do some research into it. And we did it through smallpox. And then the Chinese, in my opinion, then they are showing that it did come out. It was an accident. Then we had COVID hit the world. So this is my opinion. I believe that we are paying our karma and that we're going to be, how do I say this? We're going to be on a precipice on whether or not we want to keep our country or not. This is really long for the end here, but for a question like this, but we were talking a lot about this. So we're going through a period of judgment. We're going to have to pay back what we did to come into power as a nation. And whatever that looks like, we just have to be there for each other, be there for our families, watch our real estate, watch our wallets, and do what we can to keep each other safe. So we're going through an upheaval. There's a new sheriff in town, that's clear. And we're going to have to then deal with the consequences of who we vote for. So, and Kelly agrees. She's a little dash hound that we're watching today because her her owner's in the hospital. So, thank you, honey. Jonathan's taking care of that. So, yeah, that it's a little scary, but we need to come together. We need to help each other out, because we're dealing with viruses, we're dealing with societal upheaval, we're dealing with a new energy that is going to take over America unless we get a control of our democracy. We're a very young country. We're like teenagers. And compared to China, compared to Russia, compared to our enemies, we've really got to develop some skills as a community and stand up to the corporations and the governments that are not doing things in our best interests. And I have a moon in Aquarius, both Vedic and Western. So I'm I'm always on top of stuff like this. So I hope that was helpful. Yes, I agree he needs to go away, Rachel. But he's a test. He is a test on our nation. So that was way long for
No, and
your
I was
lightning
looking when
round.
you were saying that, Michelle, and I was getting April or May. I have been getting for months, April or May, something big is going to happen,
Mhm.
and maybe that's part of it too. You
The
know?
eclipse is going to happen, April. We have another one in May, and those are going to be the
Oh,
starting things. Like, for instance, I bring COVID up as an example because we had a major stellium eclipse in December, just I think it was the 26th. It was just after Christmas in 2019, and everyone in my Vedic and Western forums were like, "Well, how's it gonna manifest? How is it gonna manifest? What's gonna happen?" And we're like, "Is it gonna be a pandemic? Is it going to be, like, massive wildfires? Is it going to be like another World War III event. We're all talking about it, and it was COVID. So and we also had wildfires and everything else going on. And so what eclipses do is they happen, and then whenever the planets cross over the eclipse point, here comes the drama. So like another eclipse. When we had the Vegas night shooting, the nightclub shooting, that was
mhm.
Mars going over that eclipse
Oh,
point.
wow.
So it's stuff like that. So what you do is you look at that eclipse point and then you keep an eye on the sky. And whenever a planet goes over that, just keep things on the DL. Maybe don't go to any concerts or big events because mass shootings and things like that happen.
Yeah.
I remember turning to my husband and saying, "We're going to have a lot of shootings today because we have two planets that just went over the eclipse point, and there were multiple mass shootings throughout schools. And one of them was Mercury, who rules education. So it's stuff like that. You just have to be on top of it.
God, when
Um,
I was a kid, you never heard about anything like this, and now it's like
it's
every
every day.
week, every day. It's
Yeah.
terrible. You can't go to a concert or a grocery store or
The
a
Super
football
Bowl.
game or
Hmm.
anything where there's a lot of people. I says, it makes people want to be homebound. But I'm waiting for this age of Aquarius where everybody says things are going to get a lot more peaceful. Do you
Well,
see that
yes.
happening?
Well, it's on us. It's on us if we can tear ourselves away from our screens that isolate us and instead turn them
Mhm.
into a tool that we have in our psychic community and come together and share knowledge and talk about things like this and lean on each
Yeah.
other, then that's what we should be doing. We need to come together on a community level, IRL, and we need to come together on a spiritual level, if we're using our screens, and just support each other because what's happening can be prevented because there's 8 billion of us and there's only a few thousand of the elites. So we can take them on because that's what Aquarius is. It's opposite Leo. Leo's the king. Those are the people with all the money and all the power. Those are the titans fighting over our economies and our real estate. And then there's us. So it's
Mhm.
literally we have to get out of this little eye that our screens have turned us into and get
Yes.
into a more communal, humanitarian, uh, socially responsible way of living and being. And unless we're able to do that, we could lose this battle. We could become
Yeah.
enslaved like Russia, like China, because they're enslaved. Like go on YouTube, find out what it's like to live in Russia, find out what it's like to live in China. I tell Trump supporters, yeah, I'm sure you want Vladimir Putin for president, but you have no idea what it's like to live like a Russian. I had next door
Exactly.
neighbors that fled from Russia years ago. They were Christian refugees, and they told me horror stories. You have no idea how bad it is until you go through it, and they think that this guy's a savior.
Yeah, they got Tucker Carlson over there spreading Russian propaganda, showing
Yeah,
the richy areas and act like, and oh, look how cheap the groceries are. That's because they don't make any money. That's
And yeah,
because their income's so low.
yeah, and, Ron, my husband, he's a little older than me. He was a big, opponent of the Vietnam War. He stood on the steps of Washington. He went to the, protests in Vietnam, and he, on a huge microphone, yelled the name of one of the people who had died, one of the boys that he knew that had died, into the microphone and said, his blood is on you." So, he's got some Aquarian placements too. He has no problem looking the king in the face and saying, "This is on you." And that's what we need to do. And Shem,
More
yeah, she
people need
goes,
to do that and stand up and say, "This is on you." Yes, gas is
"Mhm,
high. Well, they think Biden wanted them to sign a bill that would have stopped the companies from gouging us, and the
yeah,
Republicans said no. We want
mhm,
we want the economy to crash. We want the border to fall apart, so it looks bad on him,
yep,
and then he can say, "I'm the only one who can fix it,"
yep,
when
that
he's
is
the one
correct."
who broke it.
Mhm, and that's how narcissists work. They break it and then they blame the victim, right? That's just, I mean, you have to stand up to these guys. So,
We
uh,
will. We will. Enough of us will. So
so
we have
yes,
to
and
bring the age. Okay, Trump doesn't know
if
if
he's
he
Jesus
is
or not,
Jesus or Navani or
I don't think
Elvis
you could
or
just stop
Elvis.
with Trump doesn't know because he hasn't had to. He hasn't had to do the work that we've had to do down here to survive. So,
He's comparing himself to Navani now. And he said,
oh,
many people say I look like Elvis Presley. I'm like, who? When? Now? After he's been gone for this many years? Maybe.
yeah.
Sorry. But no.
Yeah, unfortunately, I have a father who is a lot like Donald Trump, and so I kinda know my way around this, and it's basically a mental illness. There's no convincing this guy that he's not God. There's no convincing this guy that he's can be incorrect at any time about anything. It really is a mental illness, and he should not, and he's actually diagnosed by more than one psychiatrist who's come out and said, "Yes, he's mentally ill." So you could have your country ruled by a mentally ill dictator, or you can choose to
Sociopath.
fight.
He fits every single one of the things of a sociopath.
Yeah, yeah,
No
actually,
empathy.
none, none at all. He's completely, yeah. So, okay, so
I'm
Arcana says,
ready.
"I'm
I'm ready
here."
for my question.
Okay, so here we go, Arcana. Okay, does Srinivas Rao feelings and next action for me? So,
Okay. Let's see. I'm going to get where's my love cards? Love cards. Where are they? Oh, here they are. I'll use my pendulum and I'll use my love cards.
okay.
Does have feelings? Okay. Is he going to make any action? Okay, so far I'm getting, I think he has feelings for you, but I don't know if he's afraid to act on it right now. Let me throw a few cards here really quick. 3 times. Okay. Okay. Well, I think you heart with the key. I think you really like him and you've opened your heart to him, but I don't know if has had or you have had an issue with somebody before where they're just kind of he may be sabotaging it or you could be sabotaging it a little bit. Um but you guys are working on it. Um I don't think he is. Let me ask if this is him. Is this him? I don't think he shows his true feelings for you. I get a mask. I don't see he shows his true feelings to you. He may hide parts of his personality, or pretend to be a little different than he is. So they're telling you to keep a positive mindset. You can manifest what you want, but let me see, does he have feelings for you? I get yes. Is he the man for you? Is he the right man for you? I'm feeling, let me check on here. Is he the right man? I don't know. I don't know if he is the right man for you. I feel like he may be hiding a part of himself, but they're telling you to keep a positive mindset because you'll get who you want, but just kind of don't rush into things. Um, Spend some time with your friends, spend some time being happily single, living in the moment, and have faith if it's meant to be, it's going to be. But I wouldn't rush into it with him. I would kind of watch it because people, if they are wearing a mask, you know, like people, when they want to date you, they show their best face. They don't show their face after you've been living with them 10 years or how they really are when you live with them. So give him time to show what his real face is. If he's hiding anything, you know, the longer you wait, the better you'll know. So live happily single and watch and see. So I get a feeling to be cautious, but he does have feelings for you. That doesn't mean he's the one for you.
Okay.
Is she going to meet somebody? I think you may meet somebody else. It's better for you.
Okay, great news. All right. Well, thank you so much, Arcana, for joining us. We hope that was helpful. Come back and let us know how you're doing. We are genuinely curious. Okay.
Yes, and you know your heart and you know your intuition, and if that doesn't ring true to you, you go by your intuition. But just it's always a good idea for us women to wait around and find out if you don't know
Yes,
them super well.
that's great advice, Deanne. Okay, so we have 17 questions left, and
I can
it's
do a
been an
few more.
hour. You can do a few more? Okay, because
I'll
I was
do a
just going
few
to have
more.
you, because Ron asked you about your lines, so maybe you can do that question, and I will take
Okay.
Shem. All right, I would love a message from my guides. Okay,
Mhm.
Shem, you
You gonna do
have
that one?
two. Yes, and if you
Okay.
want to do Ron, do you have a crystal oil that helps with astral projection? That's what he's asking
Okay.
about. Okay. Or you could ask one of the other questions. It's totally up to you. So,
Okay.
okay. All right. So, Shem, I got the Princess of Wings and the Princess of Roses for you. This is the same as the Princess of Air or Swords and the Princess of Roses or this would be Wands. Okay. So what this tells me is these are two energies that are in or around you. As far as the Princess of Wings, this is someone you share a lot of interest with. You talk and you can theorize together for hours. You can research with this person. You can seek knowledge together through books, through classes, through the internet, or even through traveling. This is the very airy personality. This could either be an Aquarius, they could be a Libra, and they may be a Gemini. Okay. So, but they're saying that the information that this person can share with you can change your life. They will come to appreciate your really original ideas and help you put them into action. And there's something about this person. They're like a professional writer, a communicator, or a consultant. And so they're saying that, keep this person in your sphere because they're very helpful. Okay. And if you started writing a journal or doing something like intellectual to stimulate yourself, like writing stories based on your life, something like that, they're really supporting that. And this person can help you with that. The reason I got the Princess of Roses is she's very action oriented. She's very passionate. So she's going to help you jump into something new. Okay. And this card is like when she flew out, she said to me, go for it. Okay. So she's a big encouragement in your life. So this card is telling you that you need to keep your youthful romantic spirit alive. Keep your social life active and really tend to your emotional needs with others in your environment. And this person can kind of help you with that. So they're saying go on an adventure, work out, play outdoors, maybe go on a walk with the pets if you have any pets with this person, and just have fun spending time with them because these two people are in your life to help. Okay. And they're going to benefit you in a very positive way. And that's why these two women came forward. These two feminine energies came forward. They might be in your life already. Okay. So just look for them. I gave you all of the qualities that they have, and look for those qualities over the next week because they're friends and helpers. Okay. I hope that was helpful. And next is Ron. Yay.
Hey, Ron. I'll tell you what, I have not astral projected, but I want to try to do that too. But I do have I'll check into it. I believe I have some oils for dreams and visions. and some psychic enhancement and other type oils that I could probably make you something. Let me look into it and see what I've got. But it would not, I don't think it's going to make you, but it kind of calms your mind and helps. Some of them are good for prophetic dreams and clairvoyance and things like that. They may help you. So I could make you one up and you could see how it worked for you. But I'll look into it and find out what the best oil is. That would be a custom oil. You'd have to just say, I'm looking for an oil to help with, astral projection or clairvoyance. And I will look into that and see what I got for you.
Fabulous, fabulous. Well, we hope that was helpful, Ron. And yes, she's a one-stop shop. So that's fantastic. Anything? Okay, he says, thank you. I appreciate you. I'll email you so we can chat. Awesome.
Okay, cool.
That's great.
Thanks, Ron.
Yay. And thank you for sharing my website. Yes, it's astrologicaltarot.com. Thank you so much, Sharon. All right. And just let me know when you get tired, okay?
Okay.
Right. So our next one is Kathy, and I pulled some cards for Kathy. And then do you want to take Diana?
Okay, I can.
Okay. So hello, Michelle and Deanne. Does my spirit guides have any messages for me? They do. The first one I got was the Prince of Shells reversed. This is kind of a Don Juan. He's skilled beyond his years in the ways of love, and he acts very boldly on his romantic and his sexual impulses, and he explores them in ways where people are more inhibited in these areas, okay? But his appetites for control and, how do I say this? He's kind of a danger to himself and others. This person is in and around your environment. So just be aware of this, okay? It's like this is a guy with a bohemian lifestyle. He's putting up a bit of a facade. He's not capable of functioning successfully in the world, and he just kind of floats through life, okay? This usually indicates someone that's struggling with addiction, okay? There's a lot in the collective right now because Rahu is in Pisces, and so that's coming up to the surface. So just be aware that this person does have some empty promises, and it's because they're struggling in some of these areas with sexuality, with addiction, with things like that, okay? And they're saying, watch your finances. I got second house, okay? That's usually the first thing that this type of personality starts to gauge in a person because they have a hedonistic tendency or addiction that they're trying to fill, and they look to others in their environment to do that. Okay, so just be aware that there's that energy in and around your environment, and they're bringing that to your attention to just be aware of it and set very appropriate boundaries with that person. Okay, especially regarding money. And if they come to you for money, say no. Okay, because they're going to use it for something that it's not good. All right, you don't want to enable that. Okay, I hope that was helpful. And yes, Rebecca, you can sneak in. And then let's see, we have Diana on next. Yay.
Hi, Diana. I get called Diana all the time.
I know, I do. That happens in the chat too.
Diane, Dina, anything but Deanne, but I answer to it all. So I get, let me just see here. I want to just pull one card too. Okay, I get that there's something with the Tower. There's something that you have been going through. There's something that you've been going through and that you just really haven't done anything about it. I feel like you are involved in some sort of situation that requires justice or fairness, and you've been waiting on what to do, and your fear is keeping you from moving forward with whatever it is maybe you have to talk to somebody about. There could be, and this could be now or it could be in the future. Let me ask, is this going on? Is this something going on now? I feel like it's something going on now, and it's somebody that they're saying that it's time for you to let down your guard and learn to trust again. Somebody hurt you somewhere along your line, and now you have a fear of trusting people again. And they must have really hurt you bad, but the guides want you to know that you're safe and you're protected. The worst is behind you, and you're ready to move beyond the challenges that were set for you. Lessons have been learned, and it's safe for you to trust your path. Whatever you've been through, it made you sad, but you're at you've completed it. You're done with it. The worst is over. And it tells you, I know that you've had problem with with some grief maybe over these things, but the best way to get your mind off your problems is to be of service to other people. Sometimes when you're helping other people, you get your mind off of what's bothering you. And for numerology, you got 26. So if you do need to talk to somebody, it says, I am tactful. You have a desire to succeed and will feel most accomplished when your work benefits others. So there's another thing with service. Your intuitive awareness of what people want allows you to come up with innovative solutions to meet their needs. So yeah, be tactful if you do meet somebody, and that breaks down to numerology number 8 if you want to look that up. So whatever it is that you're going through, they just want you to know you're protected and the worst is over. So that's what I got for you. I hope some of that resonated.
Well, she says, "You are right." Well, so been in the hospital and getting there, laid up 2 weeks in the hospital. Oh my gosh, our heart goes out to you, Diana. Okay.
I'm sorry. I
Um,
hope you get to feeling better. It's saying you will. So maybe too, this is somebody that could be in the hospital too. I'm thinking it of as
mm,
service, you service to others, but it could be also if you're in the hospital, let others take care of you.
yeah, yeah, if you're in the hospital, the fact that you're trying to do anything from your bed is ridiculous,
Yes,
honey. You need to listen to your doctors, listen to your nurses, and just handle what you can, but, to get healthy, because if people are coming to you no. No is a complete answer, okay? Set those boundaries, you're healing, okay? Oh my
yes.
gosh, I'm so sorry you're going through that.
And I like it said you're safe and protected and the worst is behind you
And even
and
if
you're
you
going
say
to
you're
move beyond these challenges.
and even if you're out now, honey, that you just have to take some time to recover, okay? I know you're okay, she says she's out now. Just make sure you're taking time to recover and you're looking after your health and, putting yourself first, because that's a major thing, okay? Alright. And they're not keeping people in hospitals as long as they used to. So, make sure that you're doing what you can at home to take good care of yourself. So, we hope that was helpful. Come back and let us know how you're doing, okay, sweetie?
Yes, I hope you feel better.
We all do. Okay, Karen. And then are you okay taking Jen's question? That's joyful
Yep,
journey? Or okay, let
yep.
me know when you wanna log out because you said an hour,
I
okay?
will.
Please do.
I can hang on just a little bit longer.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Just I guess no, I'm very, very tolerant of boundaries, okay? All right. So, any messages from my guides and angels? All right, I got that, Miss Karen. I got Sagittarius in the 5th house. 5th house rules children, it also rules your creativity. So, I did tap into this, and they if you have children in your life especially and there's some issues in this area, they're saying that acting like the queen of shells is going to help you through this situation. Okay. So they're saying be kind, be compassionate, do it. This is a truly spiritual way to live anyway. So this is all good advice for all of us. But specifically, they want you to think with your heart in this situation and not with your head. Sometimes it's more important to let our head do the math. That's when the queen of swords comes out, but they're asking you to lead with your heart, share your knowledge, show of tolerance and humility in this situation. Um, this is someone who they're a very sensitive, intuitive dreamer. They act on their dreams, and they're very affectionate. They're very kind. They rely on their faith, and they're very forgiving. So articulating deep feelings is kind of what they're asking you to step into. Um, and that, investigating astrology, metaphysical or telepathic phenomenon, and other ancient wisdom can kind of help with this area too, because she's very tapped into those things and to those really emotional, deep waters. A lot of Scorpios have this energy. That's why I admire them so much, because that's going to bring you victory. I got the 6 of Roses. So when you put on that hat, when you think with your head, and not your heart, excuse me, instead of your head. See, I'm a total Queen of Swords. That's why I let that slip. Letting your Queen of Cups energy out and coming across the situation with empathy and love and compassion regarding the situation, regarding creativity in children, which is what I got here, is going to help you move forward. And they're seeing be very, very focused with this energy, because that's what Sagittarius is all about. Okay. I hope that was helpful, and I look forward to seeing how that pans out for you, Karen. Thank you so much for joining us. Oops, there we go.
Hi, joyful journey. So the next chapter for you on your spiritual journey. I get that there's going to be increase in your life. It says you have successfully manifested something near and dear to your heart. So whatever it is you've been trying to manifest or you have been asking for, it's coming. Something that says it was near and dear to your heart that you have manifest. You may not see it yet, but it's coming. They said you're a visionary. They want you to know you're a visionary and you're learning to synthesize all your creative ideas into action. You have a lot of creative ideas and you're learning how to put them together. You're getting ready, though, to have a shift in perception, it says, that's going to change everything. And you're going through a metamorphosis. It says, like a caterpillar that emerges from its cocoon, you're about to get your wings. So there's increase coming. You're a visionary. You're getting to have a shift in your perspective. You're changing. I pulled some cards for you. I got the journey wasn't the smoothest or the most pleasant lately, but everything is coming together. Your patience, strength, and perseverance will soon be rewarded. The wait is almost over, so hold on. So that increase is coming. So I'm saying just hold on a little bit longer. And you got, for a spirit animal, you got the hippopotamus, and that one is exploration. If you've become bored with your life, you have the creative power to stir things up and revitalize everything. You can do this by starting new projects, and we know you're creative, setting new goals, and making spiritual connections. And you got the card of the here and now, lastly. And this one says, the future does not exist. So I like that. You're asking about the future. It says the future does not exist and the past is gone. I focused on the present moment. I have confidence in life again because here and now there is no danger. Everything happens when my soul is ready. So whatever it is that you're trying to increase, it's going to happen when you're ready. It's almost here, but they're wanting you to not worry about tomorrow or next week, to enjoy the here and the now, because tomorrow you worry. The past, you sit there and think I should have, but right now is all we really have. So that's where they're wanting you to live right now and believe. That's what I got.
Great. And Jen says, thank you so much. You're so welcome, Jen. Thank you for joining us. Okay. So we have, let's see, we have 13 questions left. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
What time is
Artist,
it? I'll do
yep.
I'll do two more.
Two more. Okay. Artist Liz, while I'm saving to move to California, do you see me getting out of the horrible apartment I'm in now to a better place until I can move to California? If so, about when? Thank you. No, I'm sorry, honey. I got death reversed. Okay. So this doesn't indicate that anyone is going to die. So just be aware of that. It indicates that there has been a failure to make major adjustments to give the new apartments a chance. They're saying that stagnation has provoked serious consequences that are now coming to a head. Okay. So there are forces beyond your control that are going to compel you to end something you prefer not to end, is what they're saying. You will not be given a second chance or a choice. Okay. You will be forced to cope with the loss. All right. So don't struggle with any kind of bitter battles over this. The basic problem is that you may not be able to let something go to make room for something new, is what they're saying, because there's a lot of anxiety around this. You're going through a time of transformation. That's why it has it up here. Okay. Resisting change can be painful, and it's best to just let your guides guide you. So they're saying spend some more time in meditation and ask us for answers. The best way you meditate is when you're creating, is what they said, because you get into a headspace where you can be quiet. Okay. This big transformation may be a little scary. It's going to require some difficult decisions, but if you try and resist the changes, you're just going to repress your emotions, your stress, and things can emerge inappropriately. Okay. It happens to all of us. So if you see this happening, I suggest going to a professional counselor or getting some counseling to deal with the situation, because this is a little bigger than I thought it was until I got to my cards. Okay. So I love this card for you because you're an artist. Okay, Liz? I got the process card. I invent creative solutions to every problem. This is why they wanted you to start sitting down and doing some art, because that's when the solutions will come to you. Your artistry is the way you connect with the spiritual world, and they really want you to do some more of that. Think of yourself as an inventor or an artist. It literally says that on the card. Both confront the unknown with faith and your creative abilities, and they will guide you toward truth and beauty. Make your life a work of art and your art a work of life. Your art is in your veins. It runs through you and it connects you to your guides and into the spiritual realms. That is what is going to help you heal and get through this block that I'm seeing. And it's going to open a new place for you. But you have to sit down, do your meditation. And if that's in the form of creating your beautiful pieces, whatever those may be, they're encouraging you to do that. Okay. I hope that was helpful. And I love that I pulled artist cards for you. I'm a huge fan of artists. I'm taking classes now, and I just love that you do that for a living. That's fantastic. So just be you, okay, Liz? Thank you so much for joining us. All right. And then Deanne, you have flower
My
power.
love
Could you give
life.
me some insight on my love life? Yeah.
Well, I get right now it's saying that, they want you to just it's girl talk. It's spending time with your girlfriends, again, like what I was telling the other lady, living happily single and live in the moment and have fun right now. Because once you meet the person and it's the right person, it's great, but it is forever. So enjoy the single life while you have it. Enjoy the friends while you can spend time with it. Because once you're married, you won't be able to do that as much. So enjoy your single life. I know you were thinking about somebody that you'd like to get with wedding rings, somebody you'd like to, marry, somebody you'd like to have an everlasting love that will be devoted to you. You're looking for somebody. I think you're going to meet somebody in May around there or the summer that you're going to think you have a soul connection with. And it's going to be kind of lighthearted and but then you're going to date them and some things are going to kind of come to light. You're going to realize that this person is not enough for you, the first one you date. I don't know if they lack confidence or if you do, or if they self-sabotage it, if they have a big ego, but something you're going to think is not enough for you. And you may get frustrated with this relationship and give them the axe. You may break up with this person, or they break up with you, or there's the silent treatment, or you guys just block each other or not talking. They're saying you need to make some healthy choices for yourself, self-love, self-care, being happier with yourself. You are going to find somebody, though, later. If you break up with this guy, there's going to be somebody who's a heart with the key. So don't be sad if you break up with this person, because you're going to welcome somebody that you really love, and you're going to open your heart. You'll get together, and this person you'll take a chance on. Hand of cards, taking a chance on them. So just be open to your options. I just feel like there's going to be one that you meet somewhere in May or this summer, and that person doesn't pan out. But I think in 2025, you're going to meet the one that does. So see how it goes. But most
Wow.
importantly, self-love, self-care, and being happier with yourself.
Okay. Well, that's very specific. Thank you so much, Deanne. I love that. And Flower Power, come back and let us know how you're doing. That's great. And Artist Liz, I do something called astro mapping. If you want to schedule a session with me, I can find a good location for you if you're still confused about where to move and go. And I can also see
Oh,
what blocks are in
cool.
your chart. Yeah. So if you're more confused, you can get a session with me and we can go over that. Deanne's also amazing. She can give you a great tarot reading on that. Okay. So if you're more confused, that's what the follow-up is for.
I
Okay.
can do numerology too on you, and on
Yeah.
find out who would be the best partner with you with the numerology, and
Hmm.
what people you might butt heads with and what ones you might jive with, and tell you how to find out.
I do that with apartments. So you
Do
can do that
you?
with apartment buildings too. Yeah. I have a really great book. It's I think it's Harish Johari. I think he's from Japan, and he's a Vedic astrologer, and he does numerology. And so I've been studying that for apartments and relationships and things like that. And yeah, so
I'm doing that now, and the next I want to learn the Akashic records. I want to try to learn as much as I can to be able to make the readings better and better, for
very
people.
cool. Yeah, we're always adding to our toolkits, so that's
Mhm.
fantastic. And then Flower Power says, "Thank you, Deanne. Thank you for
You're
being with
welcome,
us."
Flower Power.
That's a great name.
I know, I love it.
Okay. All right. So we have one question left for Deanne, and then we're going to go ahead and or I guess I'll just continue with lightning round because
I'm
Deanne has to go,
sorry,
guys. Oh,
Michelle.
it's totally okay. I'm very, very glad that you were able to stay as long as you were. So I'll take Neva, and then would you like to take Brenda for the
Yeah.
next one, and then we'll close. Okay. So, Neva, any messages from my guides? Okay, the first card I got for you, Neva, was no, start again. I got death, but it was upright for you. Okay, this is a ghostly figure, and they're trying to run. Okay, there's some disintegration going on. Okay, this is not about physical death. It's about there's really no hope left in the situation that you are holding out for. Okay, it can't be saved. It's an old situation that should not be resurrected. It should be let go. Okay, you need to come to terms with the new reality, and facing this profound change about this unpleasant situation can help you realize what's really important in your life. Okay, it's not easy. So you're going to have to transform yourself to begin again. Okay, and you must put the past in the past and believe that you can heal from this. Okay, keep silent regarding what you asked about, and don't speak about old relationships or even old times, is what they're saying. Concentrate on what's happening right now. Be present in your environment. Appreciate all of the good things in your life and look toward a new tomorrow. Hope never dies unless we let it die. Okay, Neva. So what passed away served as a catalyst for transformation in your life, and karmically, it's going to help you open new doors that you may have otherwise overlooked. Okay, so all right. So they're giving me the quote by Alfred Tennyson. It's better to have loved and lost than to have loved at all. Okay, so just keep that moving forward. I asked, in what area are you kind of like struggling in this? And I got Pisces. This is a very spiritual, deep-seated emotional situation. Okay. I went to my guide cards, and I got that Artemis can help you through this. She's a guardian. And the message that she has for you is you and your loved ones are safe and spiritually protected. I think that's why I got the Pisces energy. So even though you went through this major transformative event, or it's about to happen, know that uh, it's gone. It's water under the bridge. Treat it that way. Stop looking behind you, look forward, and try to be as present as you can in the moment. And that's going to help you through this process. Okay, Neva, I hope that was helpful. And come back and let us know how you're doing. Okay, thank you so much. You're welcome.
Okay. I think I'm ready. Okay, Brenda, does your son have a message for you? I am so sorry. You lost him last October at the age of 34, very unexpectedly. I am so sorry. My mom lost two of us kids, and she says that's something that a mother never should have to do. So I feel for you. But I did throw some cards on it, and I got that he's just a thought away. He wants you to know that when you think of him, he hears you. You can talk to him out loud, or you can think to him. And he goes, you know him. You know exactly what he would say to you. You've spent so much time. So I think he would like you to talk to him. And you're always thinking of him, but he just wants you to know that you don't even have to talk. Just think of me, and I'm there. And there's no time where he is. The time is only on earth. So don't worry about what time of day it is that you want to talk to him. He's there anytime. But he says he don't want you to remember the things that the sadness of losing him. He wants you to remember him by the happy memories you guys created. There was a lot of happy memories, and he wants you to remember him by that. And for some reason saying, I'm sorry, please forgive me. And I think that's because he feels bad because he knew it was his time, but he was 34 and you weren't ready, and he knew that hurt you. And for that, he's sorry and said, forgive me. He wants you to know he thinks you're beautiful. You're a beautiful mom. You're a good mom. And you know, he said that now where he's at now, he's helping you. He's with you, he watches you, he's helping you out. He said, I know it isn't fair. I know it isn't fair, and please forgive me. I know what you weren't ready for this. And he also said something about I cared too much about other people's opinions. So for some reason wanting you to know not to do that. Don't worry about what other people, on this earth, he cared too much about what other people thought when he shouldn't have. And said he does watch you and the rest of the family. I don't know who was stubborn, if it was you or him, but is it him? I think it was him that was stubborn, sometimes refused to compromise, but he's more balanced now. He's happy, and it was his purpose. He served his purpose why he was here. He went through his self-evaluation but he just wanted you to know that he's with you and loves you. And that's really all I'm getting right now. I'm so sorry. But do know that I talk to my mom, I talk to my brother, I talk to my sister every day. My husband knows when I'm in the kitchen, I'm talking to mom. When I need my sister, I'll have her picture be talking to her. And I do hear them. You may not hear them right away, but you'll start hearing answers in your head. You'll think it's you, but they can talk to you. They can show you signs. Ask them for a sign. My mom sends me dimes. Maybe your son can send you dimes or feathers. Tell him a specific sign that you'll know when he's wanting you to remember him, when he's around.
Oh, that's beautiful advice. And I love that you still talk to them and you have their photos, and that's a great way to connect with spirit.
This was my mom's birthday was yesterday. This was her when she was 16 years old. So I had this here because I was showing the girl I was reading with, because it was mom's birthday and I wanted to. And my sister's birthday was on Valentine's Day, and I bought her flowers and sang happy birthday to her, regardless if she hears me or not. And she puts dumb songs in my head. She used to sing stupid songs that get in my head, and then those songs that won't go away, those dumb little songs. Yeah, when I get one of those, I know it's
earworms.
It's like, Donna. Yeah. Oh yeah, the worms go in, the worms. Yeah, that kind of.
That would be an earworm too. That's interesting. Okay. Oh my goodness, your mom is beautiful. Happy birthday to her. That's wonderful. You look a lot like her. You're both very pretty.
I used to pull out that picture all the time when I was a little kid, and I forced people. It's like, look at my mom. Doesn't she look like a movie star? My mother would say, put it away, Deanne.
She does look like a movie star. I love that.
Of that time, yeah. I see why
so
my dad chased her.
So your birthday and her birthday and your sister's birthday are around the same time?
Everybody in my family's practically February. I have my daughter's is the 10th, and then my sister's is the 14th, and then my cousin's the 15th. My other sister is the 16th. My best friend's is the 17th. My mother is the 20th. I used to go through tons of cards, Hallmark expenses.
When's your parents' anniversary? Is it in May?
I think so.
Okay, that'll explain it. That's 9 months later. So, okay.
Well, my mom didn't know. She didn't know what, SEX. She didn't know what that was until her wedding night.
Oh, okay.
No, well, her mother never told her. So that would make sense at the first time. And she got pregnant right away.
Oh yeah, that'll do it. That's why I asked if that was her wedding anniversary, because that's okay. Well, okay. Yeah. Well, because they just said wedding anniversary, and I'm like, okay, I'll ask. Okay. So they celebrated, Deanne. They celebrated. All right.
Oh yeah, they did. They celebrated. Oh, I always thought my mom. I was watching a film with my mom one time, and it had like nude scenes, and I kept jumping and about breaking my neck to turn the remote or turn it off. And my mother goes, she was interested in the show, and she goes, Deanne, she goes, why'd you turn that off? I go, I'm not watching that with my mom. She says, awkward. I had 5 kids, and I'm like, and we were all immaculately conceived. I could not accept watching that with my mom. She was, "You're ridiculous." I made her go watch it on her own TV because I could not watch it with my mother. Isn't
Oh
that
my gosh.
crazy?
Oh, it's not crazy. I mean, if I was sitting down watching that with one of my parents, I'd be really uncomfortable and probably walk out of the
Yeah.
room. Oh yeah. All right.
Well, I
So,
probably better go, guys. I am sorry, and next time I'll stay longer. I just promised my husband I wouldn't, but I wanted to be able to hear a little longer. And next time I'll stay for the whole time.
okay. Well, I'm going to answer the rest of lightning round for you guys because we have quite a
Okay.
few of you in, and this is normally 2 hours. So we
All
want to
right.
thank
Bye,
Deanne for
guys.
being with us. All of her links are in the description. So please, please, please like, share, and subscribe to Deanne's channel. And if you like me, subscribe to me too. And I look
And why
forward to
would you
having.
not like her? She's like
Oh,
great.
oh, thanks,
She
Deanne.
is amazing. She is the smartest, beautiful, most beautiful astrologer.
Oh, geez. Thank you, sweetie.
Well, I mean it. I just, when you talk, it's just like I do look like a deer in headlights sometimes, but you explain things to me where I can understand.
Oh, and Brenda says, thank you so much, Deanne. I talk to him every day, and yes, he is very stubborn. So there you go.
Okay, so I wondered why that come out. Said something about knowing he was stubborn. So okay, I didn't know if I
Okay.
should say that one. Okay, well, you have a nice night, and I'm gonna go put my pajamas on. I got one more oil to make, and then I'm putting my pajamas on and gonna spend some time with my puppy and my hubby.
Sounds like a
So,
plan. All right.
all
Thank
right,
you
I'll
so
see
much,
you
Deanne.
later.
All right.
Bye
Take care,
bye.
honey. Okay. Have a good night. Okay. And then there was one. So I'm going to get to the rest of your questions. All right. And Brenda, I'm so glad that was good. Thank you so much for your feedback. So just to let everybody know, we have Sherry Ross, and then we have Leah, and then we have CEV12, and then we have Jen Bowles, and then we have Pooja Gupta, and then we have Sandy Johnson, and then we have Nanette Hodge, and then we have Rebecca Gilberto, and then Vicky Zoden, and Karen Lakaviti. If you're still here, let me know you're here, and I will get to your questions as they come in. I'm going to go ahead and get, and then let's see, Sherry, if you're here, because you're next in line. Oh, and Deanne's in the chat. That's so cute. Okay, so let me know you guys are here, and let me get to your questions, okay? And someone mentioned that their question might have been skipped. It was Let It Rain. I did not get your question. So if you have that, go ahead and say it again, and I'll make sure that it gets in the queue, okay? And again, I'm just pulling 1 or 2 cards for each of you. Otherwise, I'm going to be here all night, okay? Thank you so much for your understanding. Deanne wanted to spend some time with her hubby tonight and rest her legs. Okay, and Nanette is here. And let's see, Sherry is here. CEV12 is here. Excellent. Rebecca is okay. So I'm going to go ahead and do Sherry, and then I'm going to check to see if the rest of you are here. So Sherry, Leah is next. So Leah, if you're here, go ahead and check in. Are things at home and in my life going to fall into place? All right, Sherry. If you balance and use balance and cooperation regarding your circumstances, because whenever I pull the 7th house, this tells me that this is a partnership issue. So your significant other, you need to sit down and really spend some time with them and come up with a plan, because you need to cooperate with each other and be on the same page for working things out with the family. This is not all on you. And this is not all on them. It needs to be a teamwork. Like when I pulled this card, they literally screamed teamwork. Okay. That's what needs to happen to bring the balance into the family relationship as a whole. And then I went to my art of affirmations, and I got Goddess of Compassion. This is the hat that you can don to help you navigate the challenges that you're seeing in your family. Okay, Sherry? I use my fears as signals that guide and protect me. Use this gift when your fears prevent you from acting out in your best interests. Our fears exist to help keep us safe from harm and from repeating mistakes we have made. If we seek to understand why we are afraid, we can make our fears our friend and our helper, not our master. It's important to avoid fearing success and the many challenges or changes it will bring. Okay. I'm taking care of puppies down here, so sorry about that. So basically, practice compassion and work like a teammate with your spouse or your partner. And that is really going to help you through the family stuff. Okay. And taking on more compassion is going to help as well, because sometimes we have to don that hat on and be the adult in the room to make it happen. But the main thing they're saying is the cooperation from your partner is absolutely necessary. Okay. Okay, he's in heaven. He passed away last year. So, there could be a partner that comes up for you regarding helping out with the family as well. The one thing that he wants you to know is that his mind is free on the other side. So that what that means is when you sit in meditation, you can connect with the partner. Okay. All right. So let's see. Yeah. So when you go in meditation, when you're connecting with your guides, ask him to come through, and that person can come through and help you. Okay. With some of the stuff that's going on. If he passed away last year and their mind is free, that means that they can come clearly in from the other side. Okay, they've already gone through their healing and through their process, and because the mind is free, they're going to be able to channel and to connect with you. Okay, so if you're not really sure on how to do that and you're a little uncomfortable with it, one of the best Akashic Records readers that I know, her name is Val. Dragonfly Crystals is the name of her channel. She's fantastic at that. And she can help you connect with him as well. All right, that's one of the people that I would recommend for you. I hope that was helpful, honey. And I'm so sorry that he passed away, but know that you're not alone and to reach out and ask for cooperation, okay, and for help. All right. So the next one is Leah. Good to see you, Leah. Okay, am I too late to ask, will I find seed money for the seed kitchen? Okay. Let me ask. And thank you for being patient with me. It's just me. Okay. That's a good one. I'm getting some hopeful cards for you, Leah. Hello, that one flew. So that one wants to get your attention. Ooh, this is fun. I love this. Okay, I picked 2 cards for you, and these tell me everything I need to know. Explore, get out, look at those options. Trust your imagination to help you journey through your inner landscape to find what you seek. So there's a little bit of study here. There's a little bit of exploration that needs to happen. Okay. This is kind of like the hermit reversed. Get out, explore, really open up yourself up to those different options that are available to you here, because you are undergoing a period of manifestation. And there's an osprey carrying a little package in this. So maybe look up osprey on Google, because that really stands out to me. And the woman has wings. Okay. Soon you may manifest the goal you focus your spiritual energies upon. Okay. If it's okay, I'm going to go ahead and give you a mantra that you can use as you're manifesting. And that can kind of help you when you're out exploring options to get the seed money for the for the soup kitchen. So they're saying that you're going to have to go out. You're going to have to put yourself out there, be a little bit of a social butterfly, and try to get others on board with your vision. And that will help you manifest your reality. Okay. But you should not do this on your own, is what they're saying. This needs to be a community-based project, and it should not be all on you. It needs to be a cooperative exploration, and it needs to involve more than just your resources. That's why the seed money is so important. And I'm going to go ahead and give you a mantra that you can carry into the week if you would like. And it's, oh, yes, please, and thank you. You're welcome. Om Shreem Hreem Lakshmi Beyo Namaha. Okay, that is to Goddess Lakshmi. She is the goddess of abundance and wealth. And if you focus on her energy, she can provide you with the resources and the direction as to how to get the seed money for it. I did get easy does it as you go through this. Okay. There's no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything will occur at perfect timing. So don't rush it. Just go with the flow. Okay, Leah, and you can manifest it, which is really exciting. So I thought that was hopeful. All right. Okay. So our next question is CEV12. And I did see that you did check in. So what do you see in the near future? 2 to 3 weeks. Okay. 2 to 3 weeks. Near future. Okay. Ooh, you're going through some kind of spiritual upgrade. That's exciting. Oh, yeah, major. Okay, I got the 12th and the 8th house. The 12th house is all about finding your spirituality, it's hidden things, it's meditation. It also rules hospitals, asylums, ashrams. It's the things we don't necessarily see. Okay. And then the ninth house is the guru. The guru is all about expanding our knowledge and our modalities so that we can see source in a much bigger way. Okay, so I see that coming for you. Let me see how this can manifest. And I apologize for the whining. My neighbor's in the hospital and we're watching her puppies for her. So, and they can get a little whiny because they miss their mama. So, but emergencies happen. And so, okay. All right. So innovation is what is going to really help you through this. The cat really shows up on the card for me here too. So have fun and experiment. Invent something that surprises you and that has never existed before. So this is what's going to help in these two areas of expanding your spirituality is be innovative. Now, Mercury's headed into Aquarius along with the sun and a bunch of other planets. And so the astrological energies really lend itself to innovation right now. So that's really good. And then I got you are going through a period of soul growth in these areas. So feel open, willing, and proud of your desire to explore new opportunities for self-development. So if you're thinking about that class, if you're thinking about expanding your spiritual modalities, if you're thinking about doing something really fun and innovative over the next 2 to 3 weeks, fully supported. Okay. I hope that was helpful. I'm excited for you. Those are some great cards for 2 to 3 weeks. I'm glad when I picked more positive energies. Okay. So let's see. Never apologize for the puppy sounds. Thank you, Ron. They're very sweet. They're a silky terrier and she's 17 years old. And she's blind. And so we have to keep her from running into the walls. But oh my gosh, we love her. She's so cute. And then the other one is a little long-haired dash hound named Kelly. And she's just a little sweetheart. So we're very lucky to have these two little girls with us. All right, CEV12. I hope that was helpful. And I'm sending you lots of love. Come back. Let us know how you're doing. And then we have Jen Bowles. Is Jen here? Let's see if you've checked in. Okay. There you are. You're here. Okay. I see that you're here, Jen. All right. Well, Darren and I have a relationship. Okay. Let me ask my cards. Okay. So you are a summer baby. So you're either a Cancer or a Leo in Western. And he would be a Sagittarius or a Capricorn. I'm a July baby and my husband's a December baby. So that's neat. Let's see what the cards say. Okay. Well, they like his energy, so that's good. Oh, we got a troll on Facebook. 1 second, guys. That person. I apologize for that. Ignore them. Don't follow them into the DMs. They'll take your money. Okay. A lot of those on Meta. Okay. So the energy I got about Darren is pretty good. I got the King of Roses upright. This is the same as the King of Wands. Okay. So that's a very passionate guy. Okay. So basically, let me try to get into his headset a little bit. He's good natured. He's interested in others. He's not he's not as intellectual as past relationships that you've had. He's more of a doer than a thinker. He's a motivator, and his control, his confidence, and his intense honesty can lead you to accept his opinions. Okay. He's used to being a leader and being in a position of command. So you're going to have to kind of work with that. Once you can clearly see who this person is, you can use this self-knowledge to your advantage with this person. Okay. They're saying a truly mathematical approach will work best because he tends to be more passion driven and less of a logical. So that can kind of give you a little bit of it's going to add a little bit, it's going to help with compromising. Okay. Okay. Tell me what you guys are saying. Okay. So they're saying try making a detailed map-like plan of the relationship dynamics involved in your situation, then act with passion and decisiveness to get your way. And loyalty will be shown to you. But they're saying don't compare this person to the past, because this could be a better situation. Okay. Because the thing that I see is a major block in your life is that you're carrying around a lot of fears and doubts regarding the situation. You need to confront them so that you can understand them. Okay. I'm getting that this can turn into compulsive behavior. It can turn to paranoia and even physical illness. Okay. So if either of you is dealing with obsession, professional help is going to be required. This is the block that can occur in the relationship. Focusing on the past or past mistakes is going to be really unhelpful here. Okay. Don't have any unreasonable skepticism about this person. Okay. Because that's coming from your past. So it's good to notice the red flags and things like that and pay attention to those things. But don't allow stuff from the past to negatively influence the future, is what they're saying. Wholeness will be attained, but you have to first work on yourself and not focus on this obsession that's coming up. Okay. So that's the block. This is also the nightmare card. Okay. So it's the same as the 9 of Swords. So just try to don't rush things and get out of the past. And then that can help free up the relationship a little bit. Okay. Hi, Miss Tarot D. Hi, Heather. Welcome, welcome. Moonlight 5. Welcome, welcome. And you're welcome, CEV12. I'm glad that was helpful. So, Jen, I hope that was helpful. I just saw a little block there that you can work through, but overall, the cards were pretty positive. So next we have Pooja Gupta. If you're still here, let me know. And then we have Sandy Johnson, and I believe Nanette is in the audience as well. That's third. So I'm going to go ahead and look for, other way around. You're a Sag. So you have the more masculine energy. Interesting. So just be aware of not looking into the past for the answers. Okay. Stay present is what they're saying. And try not to be too bold and passionate. Like, think with your head a little more. Bring out that Queen of Swords energy a little bit. Okay. All right. Yay for us Saggies. Woohoo. I believe Miss Tarot D is, okay, she is, okay, Miss Tarot D is, let's see, on Deanne's channel. Okay, there's a lot of you guys there. All right, so if you're hopping back and forth, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Yes, the more the merrier, Ron. Thank you. And thank you for stopping by and doing the YouTube stuff, Heather. I like doing that on your channel too. You're so sweet. All right, so I am not seeing Pooja in the audience, so I'm going to go ahead and move on to Sandy if you're here. Miss Sandy, are you here? Wish I had that white courtesy phone that Gerald has. Those are great. Sandy Johnson, are you here? Okay, Nanette Hodge is after. Okay, there's Pooja. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do Pooja real quick. May I have guidance for my guides for the present situation if there's time? Okay. And thank you for being patient with me, guys. All right. And we're not taking any more questions because we're just wrapping up lightning round. Okay, guys? Oh, you've been overworking. Okay, looks like we got another troll on Facebook. Okay. Okay. All right, Miss Pooja. So this tells me that you've been working a little too, your stress work-life balance is a little off. Okay. Because I got the 10 of Roses reversed. It's the same as the 10 of Wands. Okay. So there's some stress going on. There's a stressful situation. Overwork and responsibilities are kind of draining you and preventing clear thinking. You need to define your goals very clearly, or it will be difficult to carry the load that's on your shoulders. Okay. You're overcommitted. So there may be a tendency to act out in a desperate way when we do this, or in a more manic way. So it's a good time to share your burdens with a trusted advisor, because you're expecting way too much of yourself. Okay, Pooja. There is a pattern in your past of maybe being a little too rigid or controlling or uncompromising, and that pattern can negatively affect some of the things that you're trying to do to move forward. So just stay in touch with those you care about and share the responsibilities. Okay, that's the main thing they're saying. Don't take on too much. The reason, if you do that, Justice card. Okay. This is really, really good. This tells me that both parties are giving and taking. There's a lot of balance here. You're correct in your ability to just detect dishonesty or honesty within yourself and others. Everyone's on the same page. There's more trust there. There's more love there. And then after you take care of these things, that could be a good time to put things down in writing. Maybe do contracts, start like moving forward with those more important decisions. But until you take some of the load off of yourself, you're not going to be able to make the best decisions moving forward. So you can enjoy all those good, sweet things in life if you make some peace in improving your environment and sharing the burdens that have been put upon you. So just be fair with yourself the way that you would be fair to others. Okay, Pooja? She says, no problem. All right. Sounds good. All right. So next we have Sandy. Is Sandy here? Miss Sandy. All right. So we're still waiting on Sandy. And Nanette Hodge. Is Nanette Hodge here? I don't see either of you recently checking in. So please let me know if you're here to get your question answered. And I am happy to do that for you. Oh, you're welcome, Pooja. I'm so glad that was good advice. Yeah, we've all been overworked and stuff in the past too. So it's good to set those boundaries. Nanette, yay! I'm glad you're here, honey. All right. Okay, my son, how's he going to do well on the job? He starts March 1st. Oh my goodness. That's awesome. Love that for you, Nanette, and your son. That's fantastic. Let me try to get some cards to clear up that situation a little bit. Oh, I got the 10 of Pentacles. He's going to be fantastic. That just flew out. Okay, that's a great card. Let me see if there's any guides that can come forward for him. This is great. Oh, and I got the success card. Enjoying your life and the unfolding of your creative abilities as much as possible is real success. So I have the person who made this card, her name is Amy Zerner. She's an artist, and this is actually fabric. And I have a jacket that I wore to an interview, and I got the job. And this was the image on the back of the jacket. So I call it my success jacket. So that's just a really good card to get. And of course, the 10 of gems. Come on, that's the same as the 10 of pentacles. So you got yourself a really good son, Nanette. As far as okay, and then this is something that you and he can carry into the week. I got appreciate. I appreciate all that I have. Take time to smell the flowers, whether you own the garden or in it or not. Pay attention to all the resources available to you, not what you lack. Let those you appreciate know how you feel. So if you see him doing well, continue to encourage him. That means a lot to him. So and he loves the appreciation that you share with him as well. So good cards. I'm excited. Okay. So, and you guys, questions are closed. I'm just letting you know we've been doing this for 2 hours, and I'm just I'm wrapping up lightning round. Okay. All right. So, is Rebecca Gilberto here? Is Vicky Zoden here? And is Karen Lakoviti here? Great last name. That's fun. Oh, I appreciate you too, Nanette. Yeah, I'm glad I got good cards. That's fantastic. So, and congratulations on the new job. That's wonderful. Okay, Rebecca is here. Thank you so much for checking in, Rebecca. All right, so you just said, can I sneak in? Do you have something specific, Rebecca? Otherwise, I'm just going to go ahead and do a quick general for you. Okay, honey? Oh, I love you too, Jessree. Thank you, honey. Oh, it has to do with a relationship. That's what they want you to focus on, at least. So let me go to my enchanted love and see what's going on there. So they're having you focus on a relationship for some reason. Okay, I'll do the quick, Rebecca. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I got that they want you to focus on your relationship, partnership. This could be a business partnership, marriage. Okay. The main thing that they say is going to help you with this, Rebecca, is the Hierophant. Okay, the Hierophant could be, if you go to a church, this would be like the priest of your church. Okay, if you are part of a group, this would be the shaman in the group, okay, or the high priestess, or the fill in the blank. This is a person in your life that has some spiritual authority. They follow a set of traditions that you and your partner follow, and that brought you together. That's what they showed me. So there is someone here in your life that can kind of help you lead forward. Okay, this is what they're going to help you with. I got the 5 of Gems. Okay, this is the same as the 5 of Pentacles. You may feel a little left out of the party. You're going to have to learn to cope with some stress and anxiety if you're able to improve the relationship. Okay, developing the ability to balance logic and intuition is absolutely vital with your partner right now. Okay, don't waste time worrying about what happened years ago or what might happen in the future. Stay present when you're talking to each other. They're saying that obsessive thoughts can stop you from living well, and too much focus on your problems and not solutions are going to drain both of your energy. So take little steps to go forward, even in the face of fear. All right. And okay. If it gets to the point where either of you has experienced a panic attack or anxiety, that can be worked through with cognitive therapy and professional help as well. If things get to be too anxiety ridden. Okay. I hope that was helpful. Let's see, you're a 72-year-old woman, but you feel left out, no partner. Okay, so basically you're feeling kind of 5 in Gems. I would find an organization or a tradition that matches your spiritual base. Okay, so if you've thought about being part of a women's group or part of a spiritual circle or part of a church or a nonprofit organization, find someone, a Hierophant that you really admire and can look up to, and that'll help you with some of this 5 Gems energy that I'm picking up on. Okay, there's a lot of fear and anxiety that come from when we lose a partner. So the main thing that this person can do is also help you kind of heal through the loss as well. And you'll be developing a community at the same time so that you won't feel so alone, okay? Because it's important to find community after we lose our partners, because it's just us in the house. I mean, and the pets are great. Like we can talk to them and hang out with them and stuff. But to go from being in a partnership where, especially my husband and I, we've got a lot of air in our charts, and so we're constantly talking. So the idea of not having someone to talk to, not having someone to share your life with, can be remedied by finding this person heading this particular group, and then that's going to take care of the anxiety and stuff that you've been dealing with. Okay. Oh, and I'm so glad. Thank you for the feedback on that, Rebecca. All right. Okay. Next question. Okay, Sandy, if you're here, let us know. Sandy Johnson, Vicky Zodin, please let us know if you're here. Karen Lakaviti, let us know if you're here. And then we've got Moonlight 5. Is Moonlight 5 here? Please let us know. Moonlight 5. Oh, your son might move in with you. Okay. All right. Well, definitely make sure that, well, that's another question, but yeah, just make sure that you, it doesn't add any fear or anxiety to your life. And he came up again. Rely on your faith, rely on your shared, this came up upside down for him. So there might be some issues there regarding traditions with the sun. Okay. Moonlight's here. Yay. Awesome. All right. Let me get to your question, Moonlight. Moonlight 5. Does he understand he's losing me and this is the time to leave? Okay. Well, no is a complete sentence, honey. If you said, then there you go. All right. I got the Empress reversed. You've had enough, and he knows it. Okay. This is the divine creatrix. You know, she gives birth to most beautiful things on the planet, and he flipped you a little upside down, and he's aware that he did it. Okay. You're a very sensitive person. You're able to create. You're able to, all right. Okay. You don't have to share what kind of relationship that you had with your mother, but that is the block. It's the way that you mother yourself and the way that you've been mothered that might be a little bit of a block here. Okay. It's just mother issues, both sides. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, he's aware. He's aware, and he's aware that it's affected your creativity, your ability to create things, and it does stem, his issues do stem from mom stuff. Okay. I don't know what the relationship is like with your mother in the past, but that is something to maybe look into. Okay. Because whenever I get the Empress reversed, it tells me that circumstances may prevent you from improving your situation. There's a bit of a block there. So they're saying fix up your home, do some stuff for you, do some creative things that can kind of get those creative juices flowing, and that's going to help you attract better energy. But this person is aware of what they did. Okay. All right. Okay. And then Let It Rain. Are you here, Let It Rain? Please let me know if you're here. I hope that was helpful, Moonlight 5. Thank you. He's got mommy issues. Okay. And you worked through yours. Okay. So he needs to work through his, just like you worked through yours, because it's both sides. And if you can both do that, there's a chance. It's a maybe, but it's not your job to do that for him. When I get the Empress reverse, that tells me that he has to work through his mother issues before he can deserve you, because you did the work and he didn't. The vibes aren't matching. So, and you don't want to carry that into the relationship. It's just not healthy. Okay, Moonlight. So yeah, he can make it work, but he needs to do the work. You've done the work. You said that you have, and you're continuing to. So, okay. I hope that was helpful, honey. All right. Let It Rain. Are you here, dear? You're welcome, Moonlight. Okay. I'm not seeing Let It Rain. Please let me know if you're here, Let It Rain, and I can get to you. And then I believe, let's see, I think you already had a question answered. Let's see. I'm looking here. Who was it that asked the question earlier? Okay, thanks you for your time, guys. I'm just seeing, because I saw that someone said, if you, Ron, I believe Deanne asked your question, Ron. We went ahead and did that one. If there was something else, yeah. So Let It Rain is here. Yes, awesome. Thank you for letting me know. Let It Rain. Okay, your friend John died 2 weeks ago. Does he have a message for me, and how is he doing? Okay, let me go to my Talking to Heaven. I had those signed by, my husband gave me a signed James von Prague deck that helps me do mediumship readings. And I use that, and I'll see what messages he has for you. Okay. Okay. All right. He's learning some stuff on the other side. That's good. Let's see if anyone else jumped in. Okay, so the first thing is there's no such thing as death. He's meeting a lot of people on the other side, and he's finding out that we literally reincarnate at many different planes of existence, and he's really surprised at the people that he's meeting at his vibration. Okay, so he is leveling up. He's working on the way that he views spirituality. He does admit to being afraid when he passed away, but he immediately felt the warm embrace of a divine and all of the people who loved and cared about him and source once he got through that fear. So that's a really beautiful way to go, especially when they can kind of overcome that and see the hope and the beauty on the other side. Okay. So he has come to, he has some anxiety of that in that area, but he's good now. Okay. So the one thing that he is looking at is in regards to your life is I pulled the Four of Shells reversed. This is a no card, okay? But they're saying that either too much or too little reevaluation is detrimental to you right now. So They're saying be more consistent when it comes to your relationships with people. And going back and forth, is this going to work? Is this not going to work? That's kind of going to work against you right now. They're basically saying, avoid saying, I told you so, crying over spilled milk, that kind of stuff. They're saying that complaining will only inflame your problems. That's what he's saying. So, and if anyone in your environment is ignoring major changes that are taking place, be aware of that and see it as the red flag that it is, especially if it's you, okay? So there are some changes coming in your life. They have to be acknowledged and they have to be acted upon, whether they're for better or for worse. So he's asking you to step into a period of reevaluation and making a very firm decision about your situation moving forward. Let me try to get you something from the Art of Affirmations to see if I have a little bit more for you. Okay, I've got Goddess of the New. So I discard what has outlived its usefulness. Use this gift when you are resisting letting go of outmoded ways of thinking and acting. That's why he's asking you to reevaluate. Let's see. There are people who could be wasting your time, your energy, or your other resources. So if you want, study new people, new places, things, situations, and ideas that are coming to you. You must make room in your life for them. Then enjoy your new freedom and know exciting things are coming for you. So you're going through a period of transformation, it looks like, in the friendship department and in the way that you interact with people. He's asking you to reevaluate that area of your life. And the main thing he's saying is don't be too critical. Okay, when it comes to new people and places, be very open, go with the flow, and just kind of just go with it. Okay, let it rain. That's great. That's great advice from a guide, and he's being very honest. So let's see if you've said anything. Okay, all right. So I hope that was helpful, and that brings us to the end of our lightning round here. So I want to thank everybody for submitting a question. And again, questions closed a bit ago. So let's see. Yeah, I'm seeing a ton of questions come in, you guys. There's and we just went through all of them. And I just stayed after so that I could address some of you guys in Deanne's chat. Okay, so I thank you all so much for being here. I've been on for over 2 hours now. And I just want to encourage you to, if you're coming on my channel, please follow Deann Shieldmaiden. And if you're on Deanne's channel and you like the way that I read today, please follow Astrological Tarot. I've got a show every single week and I have a new reader on, and including the lovely Deanne, who you saw today. All of our links are in the description. And I just want to thank each and every one of you for being here and sharing your energy with me and sticking around. I really, really appreciate it, and your questions as well. So I'm going to be here next week with Gerald from Tarot Stash, and we're going to have a lot of fun giving you guys readings. He is amazing. If you're not subscribed to him, you could subscribe to him as well. He is a fantastic reader. So I want to wish you all just a fantastic and wonderful week. And you're welcome. Let it rain. And I'm just sending you all tons of love. Okay, tons of love. Take care, everybody.